Oh, yeah.
What are you so excited about?
It's another Mace episode. Why wouldn't I be happy?
I don't know, maybe because you want an X episode?
Well, I would always prefer that. But you can't start a bad video off with something like that. I mean, what even is it?
A motorcycle.
This stuff can't be written down.
It might be easier if you set your mountain shoe down.
This is gonna be a good episode.
So, if you can, return yourself to Mace. So today, we're going to be talking about a few individuals, the first of which is Cannon from the last video.
Also, if you're wondering, the Cannon from the diner is not based off of this Cannon, the real-life Cannon. But, however, Connor is based off of the real-life Connor, just with some artistic liberties taken.
Thanks for explaining that.
No problem. That'll be $500, though.
I think that's a problem.
Anyways, back to the episode.
So you already know that Mace got a little crazy sometimes, but one time we took things to a whole new level of awesome. It was me and Cannon one night. Connor was also there, but he was doing something in the back, and we begged our boss, Mr. Bobinski, to let us race the shopping carts around the store. Don't ask us where we got this idea. I have no idea. But he said if there was absolutely no one in the store, then we could have a one-lap race around it. So, we checked every aisle. And, finally, there was no one in the store. So we each got on our own respective carts, and we started racing. The only problem was that these carts were old and didn't work very well. So sometimes, periodically, they would just turn off from the stress of going their normal speed. So, my cart was slightly better than his, and I had the lead until Connor comes out of the back, and he helps his brother. So he's pushing the cart along, while I'm just sitting there racing it like a normal person. So I put my foot down, and I push the cart forward, of course. And so, we are neck and neck when Connor lets go. Okay, we're not neck and neck. He has a massive lead on me, but I'm catching up. We get closer and closer to the finish line, and it was either a tie or he was slightly ahead of me. Maybe I took a wrong way, I don't really remember.
Well, that's a letdown.
You find it disappointing that I don't remember the end of the story?
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory.
Well, I for one need an explanation.
Yeah, and I bet your mom wanted an explanation for why you came out with a 32 IQ. But I guess that we'll both have to live without that knowledge.
Oh no, something said, not good. Was it about my motorcycle? My motorcycle is super cool and totally real. So on to the next story. So an invisible character in most of my stories is Connor. He would usually go into the back room whenever something interesting would happen, or he would just not participate in it at all. But one time, me and Connor were just chilling in the back rooms. I don't remember what we were really doing, but we had some time to kill. We might have been getting mops. Now the store had a very weird layout. It might have been renovated at some point because the just diagram of the building didn't make much sense sometimes. Anyways, there's a secret employee bathroom back there that not a whole lot of people knew about, including employees. So, we were kind of like walking past it and like talking about secret rooms and stuff since we had just walked past it. And we noticed a door that neither one of us had really seen before or noticed. It was a pretty usual door. So we peek inside, and it's this weird room. It's got a whole bunch of wires everywhere. It's clearly an electric room, but it only had like 2 flickering fluorescent lights in the top of the room, and they weren't doing a very good job illuminating it. It was dark around the corners, and this was a long, huge room, too. It wasn't just a tiny little broom closet. This room had some size, and so the light wasn't quite reaching the corners. So yeah, it was just a pretty creepy anomaly of the building's weird design. In fact, I have another story about the weird layout of the building, but I might get to that in part 3. Anyways, it's my turn, and I'm talking about my motorcycle. Heck yeah, you go motorcycle! Oh no. So Motorcycle worked there for a very short time, but quickly gained 2 relevant stories and a name for himself in the Mace Mates. So, the reason why we called him Motorcycle is because he supposedly owned a motorcycle, and he would bring it up in any conversation, whether it was related to it or not. Like, say we got a customer with 4 bags of groceries. I would hate to be carrying this home on my motorcycle. It probably wouldn't fit. And it was just kind of expected that he would do that. Now, part of the way through his employment there, he supposedly sold his motorcycle and got a station wagon, though neither of them had ever been seen, so he changed his name to Station Wagon, although he will always be Motorcycle in my heart. Yeah, that is. So I come into work on my day off, and I see Motorcycle outside. By this point, we are decent enough friends so that I actually feel the need to go over and say hi to him. I go over, and he's trying to put a trash bag on an outside trash can that he's just taken out. And he's failing miserably. He's trying to open the trash bag upside down. So I let him struggle for a little bit, and then I eventually tell him that it is upside down. He flips it over, but even though he's not wearing gloves, which would actually give valid excuse for making the trash bag hard to open, he's not wearing gloves, and he's still struggling to open it. He can't open it, and he asked me to. Now, it's my day off, and I had to open the bag for him. But I just open it a little bit. Now he struggles to open it the rest of the way and put it on the trash can. And he doesn't open it the rest of the way, and he can't get it all the way on the trash can because the bag isn't all the way open. So I put the trash bag on the trash can for him on my day off, and after that, he tries to tie it. He rips a big gash in the side of the trash bag, effectively making it useless. The trash bag has no traction on the lid of the trash can, on like the lip of the trash can, and it falls down inside, and he's like, well, good enough, and he throws the lid on, and we go inside. Now, most of the Mace Mates didn't actually really like Motorcycle. Since they were all baggers and Cannon, they would all have to deal with the consequences of him doing a horrible job at everything, and Cannon was Cannon. Also, I'm not sure if Rice was there yet. He might have been a bagger too, I just don't really remember. Anyways, me and Motorcycle got along well enough though. Despite him always talking about his motorcycle, we managed to get along well together. And this was probably because we hang out together pretty often. You see, I would go on break fairly late in the night, and it would always be around the time that Motorcycle would leave. Early on in my employment, I would usually just take my breaks inside the store, usually in our gross deli. However, part of the way through my employment, I ordered a longboard off of the internet, and anticipating its arrival, I was learning how to skateboard, so theoretically I could jump on it right away and be able to go. And since I was outside at around the time that Motorcycle would be waiting on his mom to pick him up, no, he didn't ride his motorcycle or his station wagon home, we would hang out together. I would be learning how to skateboard and he would walk alongside me. And so a new routine was formed. We would go out back, I would ride my skateboard, we'd have chicken, Dr. Shoe, and Canada Shoe. But everything has a first and a last. And for some dumb reason, I still remember the last conversation we ever had. Somehow the topic of drinking came up. I don't really know how, but he said something that stuck with me for some reason. Thanks for eating with me and hanging out with me after work. It was pretty boring before you started hanging out here. I mean, it's no problem. It's fun most of the time. Yeah. My dad always had a saying. He said that there were casual drinkers and alcoholics. And he always said how you tell the difference. How? The alcoholics drink alone. Thanks for drinking with me, motorcycle. Thanks, man. Hey, motorcycle, I'm Motor Mom. Let's go! I don't know why that always stuck with me. It's not even the smartest thing to say, but I get the general point. Anyways, Jay wins again. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. It took me a long time to make and it was pretty long itself, but I think it was worth it. There was laughs, there was like dramatic, and it all came together, and I think it was just really cool. Too cool to be split into 2 episodes at least, and I hope you all enjoyed. So remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. God bless all of you, and I will see you in the next video. Also, I think this is the one right before Christmas, so I won't be uploading next 2-week cycle thing. But the next video I'm working on right now, it'll be pretty cool. Bye. It's an adventure.